this guy flying around.
Well, it's actually Triple H's fault. He started the whole thing when he called for the hit on the Shield by Kane and the New Age Outlaws last month.
These guys decide to be insubordinate employees, and that's what Triple H does. It forces him to reunite one of the greatest factions of all time, Evolution.
So the big guy, Ryback, starting things off against Seth Rollins. With a nice drop kick.
Seth Rollins is an incredible athlete.
The Shield had some harsh things to say to Evolution this past Monday night on Raw. Dean Ambrose calling Randy Orton a, quote, cream puff. Seth Rollins has some interesting things to say, John. As you see Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns working well as a team.
I gotta disagree with that. Evolution has 31 world championships between the three men.
Yeah, but you know, Rollins...
That's not a cream puff, Michael.
Rollins made a really good point, though, John, when he questioned whether Orton, Batista, and Triple H were in this for Evolution or if they were more concerned about themselves. Seth Rollins said Triple H is doing what he always does, doing what's best for the boss. Batista worried about a Hollywood career. Orton worried about one day being champion again. Right back with the power to Rollins playing it.
And I would agree with that. You know, like the thing about the Shield that's worked so well is that their ego is in their team, not in themselves.
Here's Titus O'Neil.
That's why people have found it so hard when you stick three great superstars together to form a team.
You know, John,
however, this was a good team before they become great superstars.
The Shield plowed out a great team. Titus O'Neil, a lot riding on this match tonight again for Titus O'Neil, Del Rio, Barrett, Sandow, and Ryback. They did knock off the Shield here tonight, John. They would be in good graces of the Authority.
That's a good person to be in good graces from. With my Extreme Rules, we've got two of the greatest factions of all time, maybe the two greatest of all time going at it.
A week from Sunday, the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
There's only a few more you would mention in the same breath.
Reigns cover kick out
as these two teams. Maybe the Freebirds, maybe the Four Horsemen, maybe the NWO. There's no doubt that these two are arguably the best.
Yeah, but isn't there something to be said, John, for the Shield talking about they're here, they're now. The Evolution was so 10 years ago.
Yeah, but that's what Evolution was saying about the group before them. That's what every generation does, Michael. That's why it's so great when you have these matches.
Titus powering Ambrose into the corner, and here comes Bad News Barrett.
And I'm not sure they're right about that. Remember, Evolution, they're still winning championships.
Ambrose,
they're still on top of their game.
Oh, they are. I don't think anybody's questioning that. It's going to be one heck of a match. Seth Rollins said it's going to be a, quote, war. Double suplex by Rollins and Ambrose.
This is truly a battle of the ages coming up at Extreme Rules.
And right now the Shield holding their own, holding their ring. The Hounds of Justice in control.
It's a handicap match. They need more than 5.
Boy, how the complexion of this match changed during the commercial break. Wade Barrett and his 4 teammates have now taken control of the Shield. Welcome back, everybody. Michael Cole, John Layfield at ringside, and JBL. Supposed to be 11-on-3 handicap match tonight, but the Shield took out half the other team.
Over half the other team, and an acting general manager.
Yeah, Vicky Guerrero was in charge, relieved of her duties for the night by a vacationing Authority. Maddox was put in charge and then taken out by the Shield. And now it's Bad News Barrett looking to knock off the Shield, and Ambrose kicks out at 2.
Just glad the Shield didn't work their way to the commentary table.
Exactly. You said some pretty negative things about him in the past as Del Rio comes in.
I'm not.
Extreme Rules a week from Sunday. Shield, Evolution. John and I were talking during the break on the app how this match is going to be a classic.
And you wouldn't take a stand and pick a winner.
Hook to the leg, kick out. Indeed, I did pick a winner. You were afraid to predict against your boss, Triple H. I flat out said I think the Shield's going to win. That it's the Shield's time at Extreme Rules.
Did Triple H know you think that way?
I'm sure he's listening to the show. He's been calling Vicky all night.
We'll be calling you soon.
I don't think he has my number.
I bet he can find it.
And now
I think Evolution is going to take the match.
Dean Ambrose.
This is one of those rare matches of the Battle of the Ages. You got 31 world championships and 3 men alone in the Evolution.
Del Rio looking to win this match, and a kick out by Ambrose. Again, good graces for Del Rio and company if they can pick up a win here tonight. I bet they'd be handsomely rewarded by the Authority. Oh, look at this. Ryback with a cheap shot. And Ambrose back into the ring. Del Rio rolls, looking for the cover here, and there's a tag made to Ryback. You know, back to Evolution, John. This is the way I look at it. The reason I picked the Shield to win this match. I think that Batista, Orton, and Triple H's egos are so huge at this point in their career, there's no way they're going to be able to get along in that match.
That's why they are going to get along. They know how big.
Hook of the leg, kick out.
That is exactly why they're going to get along. They know how big this is. They want to be part of one of the Battle of Ages, one of the greatest matches of all time against two of the greatest factions of all time, and they want to win it. It is a matter of ego.
Well, we've seen the Shield.
These were the same egos, Michael, that were in Evolution. It's just years later, and they were successful then.
They're still in Evolution.
Well, they weren't for a while. There was a pause. They just reunited. That's why we said they reunited, because they weren't united for a while.
The one thing that
hence the for the reunited.
John, the one thing we've learned about the Shield, however, is this. They've had problems in the past. There was dissension at one time. They were able to put that all behind them and work together as a team again.
Yes, I agree. So?
When's the last time Evolution's been in a match? The three of them together.
When you consider all the championships,
it's been
those
10 years.
Yeah, I mean, big matches they've been in. Name the experience, the big matches that Evolution has been in,
yeah,
and compare it to the Shield.
As singles competitors.
And, you know, Evolution never did anything as a team. That's why they called them Evolution. They were a team,
but
Michael.
It's been a decade.
So you think they don't still have it?
Oh, that'll be seen in Extreme Rules. Spine Buster, Ryback, cover.